I'm an expat, Stephen, from New York, former dealer in rare books on Asia in general, but not Filipiniana. I assist my friend Mario Fair in the creation and curatorship of this collection of Filipiniana. I came here in October 2006, permanently. We had visited permanently late 2006. We started in New York City, maybe 15 years ago tops. Mario was a stamp collector, and I guess he ran out of stamps he could collect. So then he started to shift Philippine stuff, among other things, among others. But then he just decided to shift over into something else, books. And as I was a dealer in books on Asia, I started to look for Filipiniana for him. And then it started to build up and build up. We had a few bookcases in New York. I was always afraid they would tumble down and crush him, because we had to put one over the desk that he always worked at. And then, as I say, almost 6 years ago we moved here, and then we moved into collecting at a high collecting mode. We had to build bookcases. We started to spend our hard-earned saved money to semi-impoverish ourselves, turning it into a research resource that people could come and do work in. We go to several auctions. There are groups of collectors in Metro Manila that you're not even aware of. There are people who collect coins. There are people who collect stamps, which is another group. They're allied, but distinct, but are still allied. And they go to collecting groups. There's something called the Bayanihan Collectors Club. We go to that. We're members. Mario's a member. And then there are people who know about us. They've seen us in places, and they're given our phone number by people. They call up. We may have a visitor later today or tomorrow, and they bring boxes of things for our consideration. We belong to the American Association of the Philippines, and people know us there, and their librarian who said, that's where the American Association of the Philippines has a separate library, which is located at Ateneo, the Ateneo. The librarian of that helps us out with our library, and she directs people to us who are asking for material that they do not have. So we have people directing us from other libraries. Part of mental health. We all have to know something about where we come from. Not just our parents, but if we were lucky enough, our grandparents lived long enough to remember something of them. But it goes beyond that. It's about human beings seem to need identity. I don't think we live in identity. I'm not an identity nationalist. My identity above all, because we change, we absorb as we grow. We learn from different friends of different backgrounds. And yet the core of our happiness certainly must come from having a feeling of being in a lineage. I like that concept of a lineage. And 3 of you in this room have a lineage somewhere in these islands, and it makes you partly who you are, with additions and modifications. I have another lineage, and here I am, and I've adapted and I modify, and I'm very content to become a human multiplex. There are many films playing in my head. Thank you. Blair and Robertson in your library, and maybe a Penguin or some other translation into good contemporary English of Anoli and Philly. Peoples. I like much in the Philippine personality. Generally kind. Take confidence from the past. Don't just revel in the past, but be confident. Take confidence in ancestry and in the ancestors of friends who are doing well. Be strong from it, and use your strength to evolve yourself.